When you think of the 4th of July or Independence Day, how does that make you feel? What do you think of that holiday?
Food.
What did you say?
Food.
No, literally.
Yeah, it's a day off. And like you all get together, you have a barbecue, but like I feel like, do us as black people really celebrate the meaning that America, what do you all think about that that's still considered Independence Day, considering it was in 1776?
I think that is very dumb. Like, what? Like, where are we today? Only you were independent. Like, why are we all celebrate? Like, I'll take the time to have, but like, no.
And plus, it was a day where a country declared their independence on stolen land. It's like,
yeah, exactly.
When you dig into what any of these days really mean, especially with the history of this country, it's just like, let's just barbecue and throw fireworks. It doesn't mean what they're telling us it means.
The best thing you have for the day that your country was independent is fireworks and fucking ribs and shit. Like, that's all you have.
Let's not get on the ribs.
Does anyone here in this room feel like they actually are free in this country? What do you think it will take to feel that freedom?
What I see is in the school system, we do not have a lot of black men who are teachers. We have these white women standing up here teaching these young black boys and these Latino boys, and they are not teaching them what they need to know. Yes, they can open up a book and they can read to them and teach them these lessons, but they need more than that. They come to school hungry, they come to school dirty, they come to school in all of these situations, and these women cannot give them what they need. So, I mean, back home I used to march and be an activist and do all of those things because I just see it and the cycle is just sickening. So whatever I can do, and I'm not a man either, but I am a black woman, and I am somebody who tries to help and try to make them understand you a king, walk in your royalty. Because in these walls, we want to see you succeed and we want to see you meet your goals. A black man who can be something and do things, that's what they are afraid of, because that's freedom. When you know what you're about and you know who you are, that's freedom. So the freedom is, we need more black men to be educators and to educate our children. So
well,
no, that's real.
You know, we can never achieve freedom without money. Marcus Garvey, are you guys familiar with Marcus Garvey?
Yeah.
He came here and he saw how the Jews lived, and he wanted that for black folks, and he thought that was the realest freedom we could ever get. And that's why he wanted to bring us out of freaking America and bring us back to Africa. So we have to find a way to get money, pull it together, free our minds, and then work together with money. I think that's the only way we can really get the freedom. Buy land, pass on generational wealth. Yeah, that's it. And they can't patrol us a certain way because we can pay for things to happen. You get what I'm saying? Our money, because money talks.
There's some very natural things that are needed to secure our freedom here in this country as black people. Cut the damn check. So if I'm thinking about independence as I process it now at 40 years old, and we know that our ancestors were slaves at that time, that's where mine, cut the damn check. Period.
Yeah.
That's how I'm celebrating. Otherwise, we ain't gonna talk about it.
Here's the thing with that though, there's two parts. You have to have the freedom of mind and you have to have the money, right? And we're saying cut us that check, we know we deserve that check, but black people need to start preparing for the fact that check may never come. And what but hold on. We need to start doing things in our community, like building community gardens where people can go and get their groceries from, and it doesn't break their backs like corporations. We need to start making our own stuff, teaching our kids how to fix cars, build houses, make clothes, make your own things. But at the same time, we've had communities like Rosewood, Black Wall Street, that have been affluent and have been burned to the ground. So on the other hand, black people need to also be able to say, we are ready to fight for this and protect what we built in this land and not get complacent and think we built it up, they're going to leave us alone, because they're not. It's not designed to leave us alone. We have to stand up and say, we built this, it's ours now, and we will protect it with our lives if need be.
So, like your original question about whether or not there's freedom for us,
Yeah, what will it take for you to feel free?
right? I feel like by the definition of freedom, I feel free, but I feel like it's just a lot harder to accomplish the same things as people who are not minorities. I mean, and I say that because Oprah, she's black and she was grew up in a time where things were a lot harder than how they are now for minorities, and she was able to do that and overcome it. Same thing with Barack Obama. So they have the freedom, but it was a lot harder for them to get where they are.
Why is it we got a Barack, a Oprah? Everything is still a first this and a first that with us right now. We're still in that. Something is wrong with that.
A lot of our biggest staples back in the day would get to where they were and never turn around to help someone else or say, I got here on my own. No one gets there on their own.
And
Not
I
even
think
a white person gets there on their
that's a
own.
huge cultural thing, because I know foreigners, we do that. You come to America
Yeah.
or whatever so that you can make a better life for your family back to wherever it is that you originally came from. So I don't know.
But there's such a history of African Americans being ripped apart for hundreds and hundreds of years. When you break that family unit up so much, it's really hard to repair.
A lot of us come from our homes are so broken that if we get out of there, it's too much pain. Like, we need to all be in therapy, like for real. And people are using this mental therapy thing like it's trending, but it's real. So when you get out and you create your own way out of for freedom, it's just, I made it out.
Yeah.
And you don't want to look back.
But that comes from us being literally what you were saying, the family's ripped apart, so this is a different kind of slavery. And so once you get out, it's not even so much hating. I just gotta go.
Yeah.
I got to go.
Yeah. And we
so
have to
everybody is
find
for self.
Exactly. Everybody else.
All this brilliance in this one family, but it's so much pain between us, and this mistrust is like, I love you from a distance. Stay there.
Do y'all feel like that's all derived from slavery?
Yes.
Like when
Absolutely. I think 99.9% of problems in the African American community can be traced back to slavery.
Absolutely.
There's a lady called Dr. Joy DeGruy. She talks about that being post-slave traumatic syndrome. Breaks it down, the simple things, the commonalities between the Caribbean and America and Africa, and how all black people are kind of the same because we're under the same pressure by the white man. We're all the same because we're just connected that way, and we suffer the same. And
we've all been oppressed.
Yeah, we've all been oppressed, and it's called post-slave traumatic syndrome. Yeah, it's powerful stuff. You should watch it.
This country never did anything for black Americans after they freed the slaves to help us transition into being free people. The only thing that they actually did was start manipulating the loophole in the 13th Amendment to lock us back up again legally.
Yeah.
There was no programs, there was no reparations, there was no teach these people how to read. It was just immediately, oh, you can't read? It's like, well, for
Go on and figure
hundreds
it
of
out.
years, I wasn't allowed to, or I'd be hanged. It's like there was nothing done to transition African Americans into being freed Americans.
But
So we're still figuring life out.